So today is kind of like a milestone. I'm taking my crutches with me and I'm getting a foot brace that they're making especially for my foot or ankle, and I'm going to be able to start putting my foot on the ground, start with no weight, and then we're going to start slowly putting weight on my foot. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, a little bit apprehensive. It does still feel a bit strange, but I think it's because I haven't had any weight on it. For those who don't know me, my name's Pennie. I'm a New Zealander studying Japanese in Japan. I had an accident last month and I broke my ankle really badly and I'm confined to a wheelchair, but rehabilitation is moving forward and I'm getting there. So today is a day in my life. I'm going to be navigating the underground with the help of some station employees, see the doctor, do some shopping and then go to school. So please join me. Morning. Tastes nice. So these, I don't have my usual beans because I'm not in Nagoya and I do miss them, so I'm going to get some online. But these are from Kauri Farm, so it's a shop and they have all sorts of kind of international foods, condiments and stuff like that, and they have a really big range of different coffee. So I just got the coffee beans. They do grind the beans for you if you want, but I feel that having the coffee beans and grinding them, it's meant to make it fresher, so it might taste nicer. I'm gonna have my coffee and just get myself ready to go out. I want to be at the doctor's for 9 o'clock, so it means I need to leave around 8 o'clock, so that's in about half an hour's time. So I just want to make sure that I have my coffee, can brush my teeth and just tidy up here a little bit. So now I need to put my bandage on. It is quite tricky because I'm not that flexible, so I do find it hard to start the bandage off, and also just the movement, it has been quite sore when I put my bandage on, but you know, every day is a better day. Right, the temperature outside at the moment, it's 19 degrees, it's cloudy, and we've got a high of 24. It does take me quite a while to actually get out the door because I've got to move the wheelchair around and then get my crutches, and if I take any rubbish with me I kind of push that towards the door because I'm not good still on the crutches, but I am getting better. So we're out, it's just past 8 o'clock. It's time, yeah, 5 past 8, and yeah, off to the train station, so let's go. Okay, it's going to take 45 minutes and we change at Kudanshida. I'll ask the station master if they'll help me on. Station. Heaps of buses. Sumimasen, 手伝ってください。葛西から新宿三丁までお願いします。
新宿三丁目三丁目
新宿三丁目。
新宿三丁目
はい、お願いします。Train's not busy at the moment, so it's not safe line to
ご
travel.
乗車少々お待ちください。こちら開けてもらってもいいですか。ごめんなさい、申し訳ありません。あ、ごめんなさい。
We're just about to arrive at Kudanshita. Arigatou gozaimasu.
運転調整終了です。新宿3丁目で大丈夫ですか？
はい、お願いします。
はい、了解です。
これ参考案内いたします。
本当にありがとうございます。So I'm on the next platform, and the station master's just gone off to make a phone call to let them know that I'm coming. But we're just going to see which train I get on. Arigatou gozaimasu. Miki, itari. Itari de. Arigatou gozaimasu.
出まーす。
Okay, we've arrived at the station. It's 9:15. I do like how you can wheel in and wheel out. It's quite handy, so I don't have to reverse out all the time. So I need to go to the ATM because the boot that I'm getting I do have to pay for. So that's just over 51,000, I think, or just under 52,000 yen. So I need to get some money for that. And then later on I need some money for the wheelchair. Okay. One thing I've noticed since being in a wheelchair in Japan is how accessible the train stations are. I'd say most of them do have wheelchair access. You know, before my accident, I never really paid attention to lift, ramps, or accessible routes, and now there's something that I need every day. Many stations have lifts, accessible toilets, and wide ticket gates. Sometimes the lifts can be a little difficult, as you've seen, to find, especially larger stations. I think that's why I go to Shinjuku Sanchome Station rather than Shinjuku Station. I've arrived at the doctor's, and first I'm going to see the physiotherapist, and I'm getting some ultrasound done on my ankle. Now that's for 20 minutes. It's like ultrasound. And then I move on to getting a massage, and this was extremely painful. Like, I still had bruising on my leg, but yeah, it was quite hard to cope with, but I just tried to breathe through it. The next person I saw was the technician who created the boot for me. Now, this was actually, sore again, because what happened was my foot has been healing at a bit of an angle, not straight. So getting it into the boot is challenging. And here the technician is explaining the fact. I think the outside shoe is going to be a bit of a challenge to put on to start with. And then I see the doctor, and we talk about the kind of plan moving forward about getting walking again. I'm not sure what I expected, but I thought that I was going to get this boot and just start walking straight away, but that's not the case. It's like bit by bit I've got to put a little bit of pressure on my foot and just get used to getting some pressure and getting some kind of blood circulating as well around my foot. Okay, so we'll keep the wheelchair for another month. It feels a bit sore because there's pressure on my ankle to try and make it straight. It's moving forward, and you've got to expect a little bit of pain to do a bit again. So we'll see how we go. So we're going to start with training, and So I still have to have my wheelchair for another month, and just slowly try and put some weight on it. Because I remember the doctors in Thailand, they said probably until the end of May I won't be able to walk properly. So this is just starting to, get used to a little bit of walking. Kore. So the physiotherapist wants me to put around 24 kilograms on the scales, and to be honest, I just couldn't do it. I did try, but it was just too sore. 痛いです。
今一番これこう力入ってる状態。
Is this the most you can do?
はい。
一回じゃあちょっとリラックスして。
Relax.
リラックスして。
Well, we just finished with the doctors. It did take quite some time, so it's going to be a bit of a rush to get back to school. However, we should be able to make it in time. Just feels a bit burny, that's all. I feel like I need to have it raised. I think with all the exercise I've done, it's making blood circulate more around my foot, ending up in pain. Okay, we're going to Kasai station now, so...
Oh, you need to go to school now.
Yeah, need to get there. I need to pick up my school books and then go to school, but we can stop off and get a coffee. So I've got a new boot. That's going to be, he struggled putting it on, so it's going to be a struggle me trying to do it. But we'll see how we go. Well, at least the shoe is flat, so that's where I can start trying to have my foot flatter rather than on a kind of angle. At least it won't be so busy on the train going back to my room. Like coming here was quite busy because it's rush hour, and I didn't really want to come in rush hour, but there's not much I can do because I need to get here and get back for school. Saturday I will come and get a bit more physio. So. Sumimasen, tetsudaimasu.
どちらまで
葛
西までですね。
駅、はいまで
包丁乗り換えで。そうしましたら、ではそうしましたら、こちら通っていただいて、エレベーター降りたところでお待ちください。係が向かうまでそのままお待ちいただければ。はい。
ありがとう。I do have my Suica card on my iPhone, and it makes it so much easier to get through the gates, etc. I'm going to get some help from the station people, and they've asked us to go to the elevator. So we'll go down to the platform and someone will come to us. They are so helpful because all you need to do is go to the station counter and you just ask for some help and tell them where you want to go. Oh, someone's coming out. There's not a direct train to Kasai, so I do have to transfer. So they are pretty good. They kind of take you. Oh, right. So, talk about my facelift is starting to get better. It's still a bit puffy, but this side, this lip, this side doesn't seem to be quite right. It was a bit wonky to start with, but not as bad. But it's not quite good. So it feels still quite numb here, and yeah, it is a bit sore. So it's just kind of you know, massaging my face as much as I can, I suppose. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato. Arigato.
このエレベーターは地下3階コンコース階行きです。上へ参ります。
I never know which button to press. I was pressing a couple of them.
扉が閉まります。
I love having my daughter with me. She is such a lovely person, so helpful, and she can hold the camera too, which makes it easier for me to navigate the wheelchair.
冷静35です。停車する行います。冷静停車する行います。
Arigato
ありがとうございまし
gozaimasu.
た。
冷静停車終了です。
T17.
We're arriving at our destination station. The train journey was pretty good. It wasn't actually too busy on the train coming back, which is good because I do feel kind of guilty getting on a train when it is busy, because I feel like I'm taking like a Japanese person's space on a train. But I suppose we've all got a right to go on public transport. But just during rush hour, I think there's always kind of like an unwritten rule. Don't go on the public transport when it's rush hour if you're not working. Arigato gozaimasu.
はい、一緒です。
Just got a cinnamon latte and a nice latte, and it's a really nice cafe. It's got a nice vibe to it. They actually have carrot cake here too, which is one of the first I've seen carrot cake in a. Okay, so let's get to the room. Okay, look at this. We've got some apartments to rent. They're still quite pricey, really, aren't they? That one's the cheap one down the bottom, 2DK, 40 square metres at 83,000 yen. 8 minutes walk to the station. That's not bad. What's the rent like in your city? Is it comparable to what that is in Japan? I think, you know, the apartments here are quite small compared to New Zealand apartments, or places you rent. So there was a little bit of getting used to for me, but now I seem to be getting a smaller and smaller rooms to rent, and you know, it's enough, which is a surprise. But there again, I don't have lots of people come round and have dinner and things, so we actually go out more because it's not as expensive to go out in Japan than it is in New Zealand. Okay, so look, here's the supermarket we're going to go have a look into. So we'll get some cherry tomatoes. Yeah, a banana. 3. Yep, that's that one. Yep. So far what we've got. Bacon, carrots, banana. Tell you what I don't have is the cheese, and I couldn't find the cheese. Not that type of cheese. The square cheese. To put on my crackers.
Oh, that's at OK.
Oh, okay.
Look at this one. No, this one looks nice.
Yeah, that one looks nicer. Yeah, I'll take that one. Come on, let's go. I want to drink my coffee.
元券で。
Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, so we've got everything we need for today. Let's get to the room. It's about just over 10 minutes. Right, so I've dropped some stuff at my room and now I'm off to school. My daughter's in my apartment. She's doing some video editing for me, so thank you very much. And yeah, I need to get to school. I'm going to have a bit of lunch when I get to school because we did buy that salad, chicken salad from the shops. So I'm going to have that, and yeah, hopefully she'll come to school and pick me up. So still a nice day. It hasn't got humid yet, which is really good. So finished school for the day. It was actually not too bad. The second lesson we did about disaster training, and the other class members, they all evacuated to a local school and they had extinguisher training, bicycle training, and just talking about how you ride your bicycle, etc., which was very interesting. And I watched that all online. And then the second half of the second lesson, we were doing about like manners and, you know, if you bump into somebody, what you should say. Also, walking on the footpath, you don't walk three abreast, you walk in single file, so you're out of people's way. You know, things like that. And it was actually quite interesting. Hopefully we might go out to dinner. I have been cooking at home for a few days now, so it's nice when I see her that we can go out and have something to eat. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her. I was looking, I thought, is that blue sky or is it black clouds? And I think there's some kind of grey clouds that are happening over there. Yesterday there was quite a big thunderstorm. It was so loud. And first of all, I thought it was like some builders just dropping things. But then I thought, well, they wouldn't be so noisy. But yeah, and then it was really loud for a while. It must have, you know, been overhead and then it passed. So yeah, we don't, well, in Christchurch we never used to get that loud thunder because I think we're not so humid, but here, yeah, it was right loud. And then the rain came, so it hasn't been raining today, which is good. Anyway, just about home, so we'll catch you soon. I've just come home and my daughter's been here in the afternoon, and look what she's done. I've got a chicken salad and there's another one in the fridge. I've got fruit, vegetables and some nuts. I can't believe it. I am so lucky. I'm so glad that she came. In New Zealand she used to make bento boxes for me and I always loved to get them, so yeah, I'm so lucky. So at least I don't have to cook for at least 2 days. I still make my eggs in the morning though. I'm so lucky. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to give it a like, comment, hype if you can. I love reading all your comments. And until next time, see ya!